At the games that you have won without Joel Embiid in the lineup, what's been lacking on this sport injury?
I think that there has been a tenacity that at times goes away. I think the reality sometimes of our roster and taking a young team on the road, I think that's exacerbated. You see that when you're playing against the teams that we've just seen. We really got, I thought, out physicaled at times on the boards tonight. I felt that probably as much as anything.
Pistons' ability to set screens in this one compared to your first meeting, how did that affect things?
I mean, they're a physical team. That's what they do. When you look at the veterans on the team, I mean, I respect the toughness. I respect that group. Their starters really did a heck of a job on our starting group. Our starting group's numbers were plus minus. We're down tonight, but I think the physical side of that team, especially with their starters, is something I give them credit for.
We saw Covington ice his hand there late in the game. Any update to his
No,
health?
it was, he actually hurt his leg, but he'll be fine. It was one of those things I felt like with his hand and with his leg that the game didn't feel like we were going to get back in it. And so we sat him and continued to sit him throughout the rest of the period.
You guys were able to keep Drummond in check in the first half. A veteran like that, what sort of adjustments did you see him make in the second half?
I mean, he's just so big and he's so committed. He's got nimble feet and he's got a great attitude to go chase stuff down, and that's what he does. He really is, a very difficult assignment. And, we tried to do it with a team effort to try to give Jar and Neural some help, but we weren't as successful as we needed to be. Especially with the offensive rebounding side of things.
Can you just talk about John's performance? He seemed to be very, very active.
He was extremely active, and it's like, when you see Jaleel in that mindset, that mood, you see his skill. He can score. He really can score the basketball. And, we tried to play through him, and I thought that when they did show a crowd, I thought he had some unselfish, skilled passes out of the double teams or playing out of traffic. And, I thought he didn't play the last game. He came back. I thought really for being down a game, he came back in and jump-started that first period. Especially I thought the first period for us was decent.
In mid-December, you indicated that it would be an extreme challenge to keep all four centers on the roster through the season. Where are your thoughts today on that?
They haven't changed.
With John, when you see that he's able to kind of flourish in moments like this, when there are rumors about trades and whatnot, is that a sign of a veteran, even though he's such a young player?
He's been a star. My Philadelphia media friends have heard me talk about it just ad nauseum. He has been a star. My level of respect for Jahlil Okafor, how he's managed and handled this situation, how you can still remain a wonderful teammate and still retain a competitive edge and put in time to stay in shape, to continue to work, to hold his head high, and we remind him, go read your resume. You go have a look at who you are. And he's got a lot to be proud of on the court. What I have learned is he's got a lot to be proud of off the court, on a bus, on a plane, interacting with teammates. He's a wonderful person. And for him to come out and just jump into this game like he did and show his skill, because that he has at a very, very young age, I'm proud of him.
After such a good first quarter, what really was the difference in the second quarter and even the third quarter? You guys won the first and the fourth quarters.
I thought that the physical side of it, got the better of us. They have a veteran team. There's a physical side to their team. There's a physical side to their center. And, they were coming off a disappointing loss. We beat them the last time we played them. Pope didn't play the last time we played them. There was a lot of things that you worried about coming into this building. I think for us to go on the road, you're reminded you can go win 10 games like we did in the month of January. That's what we won all of last year. Or you can go on the road and lose 4 in a row and, really got some stuff handed to us tonight and a few times on this trip. So we got to go back to Philadelphia. We got to learn from our mistakes. I'm so proud of the work these guys put in. They work. There's not one problem I have at all with their work ethic, with their professionalism. I respect that group very, very much in that capacity. So we'll identify things that we need to work on from a coaching staff perspective and deliver it to them, and they'll buy in, and we'll try to move our group forward back in Philadelphia.